Why do we hit follow? What makes us commit to seeing someone's posts in our feeds day after day? It's a question that has captivated marketers and psychologists alike, and for good reason. Understanding the motivations behind this simple click can unlock a world of insights into human behavior in the digital age. At its core, the decision to follow is a social one. We are, after all, social creatures, hardwired to seek connection and belonging. But it's more than just wanting to be part of the crowd. It's about aligning ourselves with individuals and ideas that resonate with our own identities and aspirations. When we follow someone on Instagram, we're not just subscribing to their content. We're buying into a lifestyle, a set of values, a carefully curated version of reality. This act of digital affiliation is driven by a complex interplay of social, emotional, and cognitive factors. We're influenced by what our friends are doing, drawn in by visually appealing content, and constantly evaluating the perceived value of the information and experiences being shared. It's a subconscious calculus that takes place in a matter of milliseconds. Yet its impact on our online behavior is profound. In the following sections, we'll delve into the psychology behind these follow decisions, exploring the triggers that make us click and the strategies we can use to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of social media influence. By understanding these dynamics, we can become more conscious consumers of digital content and more effective architects of our own online identities. One of the most powerful psychological forces at play in our follow decisions is social proof. Simply put, we're more likely to do something if we see others doing it. This principle, well documented in social psychology, is amplified in the digital realm, where follower counts and likes serve as visible markers of social currency. Think about it. When you stumble upon a new Instagram account, one of the first things you probably do is check out their follower count. A high number of followers suggests popularity, credibility, and a certain level of social validation. It's a subconscious signal that this account is worth your attention. Conversely, an account with a meager following might trigger a sense of hesitation or doubt. This herd mentality isn't always rational, but it's deeply ingrained in our evolutionary wiring. For our ancestors, following the crowd often meant the difference between survival and danger. In the digital age, the stakes are obviously much lower, but the underlying psychological mechanism remains. We're drawn to what's popular, what's trending, what everyone else seems to be buzzing about. Of course, social proof isn't the only factor influencing our follow decisions. We also consider the quality of the content, the relevance to our interests, and the overall aesthetic appeal of the account. But there's no denying the powerful pull of the crowd. When we see hundreds, thousands, or even millions of people following an account, it creates a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out, that can be hard to resist. Let's face it, Instagram is a visual platform. While witty captions and engaging stories certainly play a role, it's the imagery that reigns supreme. We're naturally drawn to beauty, to aesthetically pleasing compositions, to colors and textures that evoke emotions and capture our imaginations. Think about the accounts you follow. Chances are they share a certain visual language that resonates with your own aesthetic sensibilities. Maybe you're drawn to minimalist feeds with clean lines and muted tones, or perhaps you prefer vibrant, eclectic accounts bursting with color and personality. Whatever your preference, it's likely that aesthetics play a significant role in your follow decisions. This attraction to beauty is rooted in our evolutionary biology. Our brains are wired to seek out patterns, symmetry, and balance. These visual cues often signal health, vitality, and reproductive fitness, making them inherently appealing on a subconscious level. In the context of Instagram, these primal instincts translate into a preference for visually captivating content. But it's not just about pretty pictures. Aesthetics encompass a broader sense of style, tone, and overall visual identity. It's about creating a cohesive and compelling visual narrative that draws viewers in and keeps them engaged. Accounts that master this art of visual storytelling are more likely to attract followers and build a loyal audience. While social proof and aesthetics play a significant role in our follow decisions, they're not the only factors at play. We're also constantly evaluating the value proposition of the accounts we follow. In other words, what's in it for us? What are we gaining by inviting this person or brand into our digital lives? This value can take many forms. It could be entertainment, information, inspiration, or even just a sense of connection. We might follow a comedian for their humor, a news outlet for their reporting, a travel blogger for their wanderlust-inducing photos, or a friend for a glimpse into their daily life. The key is that we perceive some sort of benefit from following an account. This benefit doesn't have to be tangible or even consciously acknowledged. It could be as simple as a feeling of enjoyment, a sense of belonging, or a momentary escape from the mundane. But it has to be there, however subtle, to justify the investment of our attention. In a world of endless scrolling and information overload, we're becoming increasingly discerning about the accounts we allow into our feeds. We're no longer content with passive consumption. We want to be informed, entertained, and inspired. Accounts that understand this shift in user behavior and deliver consistent value are the ones that will thrive in the long run.